unit, we're going to be talking all about transformations, and we're also going to talk about transformations in the next unit as well. And before we kind of dive into the transformation that we're going to talk about today, we just get a basic idea of what a transformation is. And the transformations are an important concept in geometry. Basically, transformation takes an original shape, image, figure, etc., and creates a new figure from the original through slides, which are translations, flips, which are reflections, turns, which we call rotations, or enlargements / reductions, which are called dilations, which we're going to talk about next unit. You're not going to see dilations yet, but that is a type of transformation. But the type of transformation we're going to talk about today are translations. Okay? A translation is a type of transformation. In a translation, a geometric figure changes position, but does not change shape or size. So essentially with a translation, all you're doing is just taking the figure and you're sliding it to another location in the grid. The shape is staying exactly the same, you're just changing the location. The original figure is called the pre-image. And the figure following the transformation is called the image. Some important vocab you might see in the directions. Write the image using this transformation. And all it is that just means take the figure written and then do the transformation, and the resulting figure is your image. How you can tell the two apart. If you look in the diagram, there's two triangles. You can tell the two apart. The pre-image will not have any tick marks or prime marks. So this triangle right there is our pre-image. That's the original figure. The image, so the figure after the transformation, will have prime marks or tick marks after it. So this would be the image. So we took this original triangle right here, we split it over and up to get the image here. And we can tell the two apart. The pre-image doesn't have tick marks or prime marks, and the image will. Okay. And again, the diagram shows the translation of the coordinate plane. As you can see, the triangle was shifted left 5 units and up 2 units. Okay. There's different ways to write a rule. And again, a rule is just what you did, the transformation. And you can see it in this box below. Okay. Rules for translations. Again, we went left 5 and up 2 for that triangle in the grid above. So how you might see it is written with a capital T, and then -5 means left, +2 means up. The X movement is always first, and the Y movement is always second. So the horizontal shifting is always first, and the up and down shifting is always second. You also might see it something like this, where it's just X -5 and Y +2. That just means move every point left 5 and then every point up 2. So you might see it both ways. So let's try a couple. We take a look here at this first one, example 1. We're going to apply each transformation to the following pre-image, and that just means the original figure. So take a look at A. We have that capital T. So whenever you see that capital T, that just means translation. The first number is a +1, so that means each vertice of this triangle is going to move right 1. The second number you see is a -3. That just means we're going to move each vertice of that triangle down 3. So I'll start with A. I'm going to move it right 1, down 1, 2, 3. There's my new point, and I'm going to label it A prime to indicate that that was the image. Do the same thing with C. I'm just going to move it right 1, down 1, 2, 3. going to label that C prime. Same thing with B. Right 1, down 1, 2, 3. And I'm going to label that B prime. And then you just connect. Nice straight lines. Done. You just took that original triangle, split it right 1 unit and down 3 units, and there we go. Same thing with B, except the rule's written a little differently. Again, when you're x minus or x plus a number, or y minus y plus a number, that just means translation. And we're subtracting the x's, so that means we're going left 6. And then we're adding to the y, so that means we're going up 4. So when you're translating a segment, the rules still apply. You just take each endpoint. So I'm going to take each endpoint and move it left 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Up 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Up 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to label that A prime. Make sure you label your points. Super important. Do the same thing with the other endpoint. We're going to go left 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Up 1, 2, 3, 4. B prime. And then you just connect. That's all you do translation. Just recognize the rule. The first thing is always your left or right shifting. If it's negative, you're moving left. If it's positive, you're moving right. The second number represents your up and down shifting. If it's negative, you move down. If it's positive, you move up. And this next one, we're going to work on writing a rule for this translation. So what you have to do in order to write a rule is recognize which one's your pre-image and which one's your image. And you always want to start with your pre-image. So we know this guy right here is our pre-image, our original figure, because there's no tick marks. And we know that bottom shape is our image because there is tick marks. So start with the one that doesn't have tick marks. That's your original. And we know it's a translation, so we're just sliding over and down. Okay? So all you have to do is just pick one of these endpoints. I'm going to pick A. And see how far left and down I have to go to match up with the other A. So when we count, we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we went left 8, and then we went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We went down 7. That's where we went. If A went left 8, down 7, that means B, C, and D are going to do the same exact thing. So there's really no point in counting those other ones because they're all shifting the exact same. So you only have to really count one. And it doesn't matter, you could have counted for D, you could have counted for C. We just chose A. So to write a rule, again, there's 2 ways to write one. This is kind of one you'll see. X, Y with the arrow. We always move the X's first and then we move the Y. So I'm going to kind of fill in an empty rule. We went left 8. So whenever you move left, that's always negative. So that would be X minus 8. We went down 7. Whenever you go down, that's negative. So it would be minus 7. Again, the first number always represents your left or right movement. The second number always represents your up or down movement. And there's a rule. You also could have written it like this. You could have done a capital T. Little bracket. You could have done, we went left 8, so it's negative 8. And then down 7, so negative 7. And then we want to identify the figure we transformed were A, B, C. Either rule would have been acceptable. So there's kind of both ways. If you need to, watch the video again. Now, go ahead and get started on the practice.